Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing pretty much a one brand tutorial with Maybelline. I have a few stuff have a lot of stuff here that I'm going to try out. I have been trying out a few of these things, so I'll let you know what I think. First thing isn't actually Maybelline, but it's just a primer. I think primers are really important, and they are the start of a good base. So I just use the Nude Undercover airbrush one, and it's really good, and I just take that all over my face. This is really good. I have oily skin, but my face actually feels dry. It just gets oilier during the day, so I probably have like combination skin actually. So I like to start off with that. Then I like to go in with a foundation. I have picked up a new foundation. I picked up the Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour. This is a new one. It's actually not my shade. I have a fake tan on, but that's why I'm wearing a turtleneck. But I'm gonna use the one that I have, obviously, because I bought this last week and I didn't have tan then. I just like to put it on the back of my hand, so put about 4 pumps because I'm generous. I'm gonna take my Designer Brands buffing brush and buff that into my skin. I have tried this with a beauty blender and it just didn't work as well. Always take it down your neck also. I have probably worn this foundation about 2-3 times now, and it's pretty good. Not as good as the is it the Matte and Poreless? Matte and Poreless, not as good as that. And I don't know, foundations to me, they're either really good or they're a hit or they're a miss. I like to use the L'Oreal one, and I thought this would kind of be a little bit similar to the L'Oreal one, but it's not, unfortunately. So I just take that all over my face and I dab. Yeah. It's really hard because I have tan on my face. I only got a spray tan on Wednesday. It's now Wednesday afternoon. It's now Saturday. Because I had my formal makeup trial, so obviously I had to have a fake tan for that, or so I could sort of see what I was going to look like on the day. But I never even got to try my makeup on with my dress because I got called into work, which sucked. So it's okay. I will just deal. And then like to let that sit on my skin for like a few minutes, just so I can absorb, and then I can see if I need to add another layer. Done that, I then like to move into putting some concealer on. So I just dab all over my face again. And I picked up a new concealer. I picked up the Must Conceal in the colour Fair Claire. Oh, I thought I picked up light, but I picked up Fair Claire. Fair Claire is the lightest shade. It's the best shade in my opinion. I just like to put a little on the back of my hand. A little goes a long way with this product. So take my finger and I just like to put that under my eye. Then using the Models Prefer Airbrush Concealer Brush, I just pick up a little bit more and just sort of pack that, not pack it, but yeah, kind of pack it like all under my eye. And this is like a little mini buffer brush. Yes. If you have a tan, obviously I will tan makeup to work today. If you have a tan and love to look really highlighted, this is the concealer for you. It's pretty amazing. The Maybelline concealers are probably one of the best things. They're really the only concealer that I do buy, just because I feel like they have a lot of coverage. And that's just something that's really important to me, is the coverage in a product. So once I've put that on my face, I like to just take it also along my nose Actually, I'm going to change concealers. I'm going to change to the Superstay 24 in the colour, I think this is the colour light beige Claire or something, and just put that where you would highlight, so down the center of these. This is good. It looks like it would be a really good concealer, but then it sort of, I don't know, as it dries it gets a little bit like yellowy, which kind of sucks. Wow, put way too much there. Nope, my dog is barking. Cool. If I get sick of that brush, I always just change back to what I apply my foundation with. Just really give it one final blend. Alrighty. And then I go straight into setting it. Oh, I didn't bring my setting brush. Okay. I'm going to use the Maybelline again, the matte maker. This isn't, I thought they did this in transparent, but it's actually not. This is classic ivory, and I'm just going to take this brush here. This is quite a finely milled powder, and then I pack that on because I've got to sort of bake with it. But also set my face with this. So I find if you want to bake with something, you really have to put a lot of powder on. There's a lot of powder on this brush. But, you know, not everyone likes to bake. I bake every day just because I think it looks good. I have no clue if this looks good in flash either. I obviously film with filming lights, just studio lights. Got them from eBay, if anyone was wondering. But I have no clue if this is obviously gonna make me look a lot whiter than what I actually am, but still. Alright. Just taking a big fluffy brush. This is just a nude powder brush. I just swirl it in the product and then just set the rest of my face very lightly. This actually makes you look really matte, which is amazeballs. Amazeballs. Okay, so I'm going to move on to eyebrows. I have the Maybelline Master Brow Pro palette in the colour Soft Brown. It just looks like this. You get a highlight, a powder and a wax. I'm going to take my brow brush and I just dip it into the wax, just like so, and then I dip it into the powder, then I dip it into the wax, and then I dip it again into the powder. I just brush my eyebrows out and then I just take it under and just sort of bring it up. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. But yeah, I just don't like to fill too much out of my natural brow shape. So once I filled in the top, like the top thing, whatever that's called, the front of my brow, I just then run it down to the side here, down to the tail, then I take it back up to the top, and I'm missing like the ends of my eyebrows. It just sort of cuts down, really quite annoying. So I just sort of frown a bit, and that way I can actually get the end of my brow. Wow, they're looking atrocious, as per usual. You either have a good brow day or you have a bad brow day. If you're me, you have a bad brow day every single day. And the same for this, I just brush it up and do that under the line. Actually, I might just pop off camera to do this brow. Alright, so now that I've done that, I just like to take my powder brush, foundation brush, just brush it through my eyebrows like so, just to lighten them up. And then I just go over the little shape where I've had to create my brow. And then I take the Maybelline Brow Drama, I think it's called. This is old and my thing fell off. I just use the front of it and run that through. Like so. Alright, now that my bake has sort of lasted, well not really, I'm just, actually no, I'll move on to eyes. I'm going to use the Blushed Nudes palette. I picked this up. It's quite nice. You can open it. It just looks like that. It's really, really, really pretty. The colours give me life. I'm just going to take a round fluffy brush and I'm just going to take, first of all, this colour here. I'm just going to, I'll hold it that way, that colour there. I'm going to use this as a crease colour. They're not really pigmented, so you do need to pick it quite a bit up. And then I'll just take that into the socket of my eye. Just give some colour in there, because you don't want to take a really dark colour in there and then have trouble blending it. You want to start off quite light. I'm taking quite a precise brush. And just windscreen wiper motions, back and forth, and then sort of circling back and forth. I'm going to take a darker colour. I'm going to take this one here next to this really gorgeous, like a pink. Take that, same brush, and the same motion. Back and forth. And marry them together. Then I like to take a big brush. Did I bring one in? Probably not. Oh, hold on. Actually, I'm going to take this flat, just this flat shader, and take an even darker shade. So it's that one there. And just take that on the outer V and into the crease as well. Then going in back with that first transition colour to help blend. Okay, these colours are, they're a little bit patchy, so they don't blend as nice, but they're still good. I think this is like, I think this retails for like $16 or $20. Yeah, taking this concealer brush actually, and just, I'm going over that. Okay, this is looking really bad. Really bad. First brush, just blending. I'm gonna take the gold color here, just on my finger. Looks quite cute. And taking that over the front of my brow, front of my eye, so from the inner corner onwards. Okay, that's kind of looking nice. Kind of looking nice. Actually taking that colour again and just sweeping that all over. Then I'm going to take like a angled brush and taking a darker colour and just sort of taking that on the lash line to sort of smoke everything out. And on the lower lash line as well. Oh, I didn't know I was taking that. I just picked up the wrong brush. Oh well. Should I create a little wing with that? I'm going to create a little wing. Okay, this is really kind of turning out quite nice. Okay. Okay. Burger. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's just gonna do. That's just gonna do. That colour under the lash line as well. Actually taking the original brush and just blending that out. My eyes are pretty much done. I'm just going to put mascara on. I'm putting on the Last Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect. Oh, waterproof. Don't think so, darling. Mascara. Tried this today. Doesn't really do much. So I'm taking that. This is just a black one also. I always get waterproof mascaras because my eyes always water, especially if I put anything on the lower lash line, it's always gonna water. So that's why I like to use waterproof. I actually don't mind this mascara. It's not too bad. It's quite natural looking. If you want something really voluminous, quite bam, like, or if you like clumpy lashes, like I do, try the Falsies mascara. Used to be my holy grail. Kind of reminds me a bit of the Too Faced one, like the way that it applies. Okay, this is definitely applying better the second time. I think obviously because I've gotten more product on the wand. Oh, okay. Alright. Now I'm going to go with a bronzer. This isn't actually from Maybelline, but Maybelline do have a contour palette. I'm going to use a Rimmel one. They're kind of pretty much the same. Not really. I'm just going to take this brush here. It's a blush brush, and I like to take a lot of it because go big or go home. And I'm just taking that along my cheekbones. I didn't bother buying the Maybelline one. Oh, well, originally when I first went to buy all this stuff, it wasn't there. So I was like, cool, like, I don't need to buy this. And I went back and it was there and I was like, nah. But I've heard pretty good things. They're kind of very similar. They're probably like, I think they're like $25, but the Rimmel one is only like $16. And I'm just taking a angled brush, going in and blending that out once again. And I'm just going to take my bake off just by grabbing a fan brush and going like that. Putting more powder on under my cheek. This kind of actually looks really orange, but that's okay. And then I'm going to put some highlight on. This highlight is actually really nice. Look at that. I always bring highlight, I smile, and I just bring highlight down on my cheeks as well, because that's just how I like it. It makes it sort of look a bit luminous because I have taken just this concealer brush again with some powder on it, the highlighting powder. Because I have quite, what do you call it, skin, oily skin, I can't really wear a dewy foundation. I always have to set my foundation, so that's why I like using this. I think I'm done. Oh, lipstick. I picked up the Vivid Matte Liquid Lipstick. So, quite like this. It doesn't dry to a full matte consistency, it just looks matte. When they say liquid lipstick, I would, well, it doesn't say, it says a matte liquid. I would say that it's just like a lipstick, kind of like melted, like the Too Faced melted liquid lipsticks. I always overline the tops of my lips, especially this one because it's lopsided. And then I'm just going to take the highlight, little highlight from this colour, the blush palette. Ow, okay. I'll just take this silver on just a small brush, and I'm just going to put that under my eyes for a little bit of something something. Even though I don't really like I like a more of a matte highlight under my eye. That's just me personally, but oh my god, I just missed half of my nose with foundation. Okay. This